The cabin door didn't creak open, it exploded. Splinters everywhere, beer halfway to my mouth, and the state's attorney general sitting across from me when Delila Cromwell, our HOA president, stormed inside like she owned the place. Designer heels crunched glass, her $1,000 blazer reeked of perfume worth more than my truck, and she started screaming about jurisdiction and violations. She had no idea who she'd just barged in on. No idea she was broadcasting 3,000 live viewers her own felony spree. 6 months earlier, I thought Karen, what everyone called her, was just another power-tripping neighbor. I had no clue she was running a $4 million embezzlement racket. By kicking down my door, she just handed me the detonator to blow up her entire 6 months before that chaos. Life felt solid. I'm Marcus Henley, 52, retired after 3 decades wiring half the county. My prize? My grandfather's fishing cabin on Clearwater Lake. 2 acres of heaven Pop had snagged in 1963 for $800. This wasn't luxury real estate. It was hand-hewn logs, a stone fireplace built by Pop's own calloused hands, and a porch that creaked like an old violin. Solar panels on the roof, pure well water, a septic tank that outperformed city systems. Morning mist rising off the lake made me remember Pop's words. The land chooses you, not the other way around. And if someone wants your land real bad, find out why. Then came Delila Cromwell, age 58, straight out of California suburbia, pulling up in a pearl-white Escalade with plates reading Rule 1. She wore her HOA badge like a sheriff's star and announced her mission: transform our rustic lakefront into a so-called upscale resort community. Within weeks, 3 elderly couples sold their cabins. Coincidence? Doubtful. Her war on me started with a $500 fine taped to my screen door: unsightly dock. Compliance in 72 hours. That dock was the one Pop and I reinforced when I was 12. When I calmly explained my land predated her HOA by 40 years, she smirked and said, "Everyone on this lake answers to me, sweetie." By week's end, 3 more citations arrived. She circled my cabin, snapping photos like a vulture. I thought it was neighbor drama. I was wrong.
On 3 days past her deadline, a certified letter landed: cease and desist, $3,000 in back violations, lien threat. Fancy law firm letterhead. My gut reaction: panic. My weapons? A toolbox and bad temper. Then Pop's voice echoed: truth lives in the county records. So I hit the courthouse basement. Betty the clerk remembered Pop and helped me dig up the 1963 deed. There it was, official and stamped. My property extended 50 feet into the lake. The HOA didn't even exist until 19. My dock was in my water. Armed with proof, I drove home proud, until her Escalade blocked my driveway sideways, Karen in the driver's seat purring, just reviewing parking regulations. Within a week she launched the Beautification Committee, a hit squad shaming eyesores online. Fake smiles from neighbors turned into cold stares. By the time I found comply or leave spray painted on my mailbox, I knew this was bigger than fines. Karen weaponized bureaucracy. Building inspectors, environmental officers, fire marshals, one after another knocking on my door. Each found nothing wrong but left behind paperwork, branding me a problem property owner. It was harassment dressed as civic duty. Then she went on TV. Channel 7 aired her standing on my dock, painting me as an environmental menace endangering children. My phone lit up with angry texts, but she overplayed her hand. My old union buddy Jake rallied electricians to inspect my setup. Within days, 20 masters vouched for me publicly. Her hazardous installation narrative collapsed. Then my lawyer friend Chuck dropped the bomb. The Attorney General's office was investigating statewide HOA corruption. Elderly homeowners pushed out, property values manipulated, cash buyers swooping in. My stomach turned. This was organized crime with a picket fence smile. She shifted tactics again, a smear campaign. Facebook posts labeling me aggressive, unstable, urging parents to keep kids away. Fake accounts amplified her lies. 2 days later, she filed a restraining order claiming I'd threatened her. Fabricated, dismissed, but now my name sat in court records next to the word threats. The stress nearly broke me. Nights on the porch, beer in hand, wondering if Pop's legacy was worth the fight. Then the tide shifted. Retired Judge Bill Carter, VFW comrades, the Historical Society, even environmental groups, all stood up for me. The decent side of the community rallied, but Karen wasn't finished. She convinced the utility company to cut my power, filed false police reports, stacked incident files. And every time deputies came knocking, guess who showed up? Her nephew, Deputy Chad Cromwell, smirking while the system bent around his aunt's empire.